Hey, Jimmy here with Send It Delivery Co. This is the end of week 3 of being in business. I started 21 days ago, approximately, with an $800 van and $500 in cash. So I'm going to summarize, starting with just the numbers from week 3, and then I'll go through the numbers for the 3 weeks total combined. For week 3, I started with 24 hours of driving with Roadie. I did sleep in that period, so it wasn't 24 hours straight. But the first 24 hours of week 3, I spent working only with Roadie because I couldn't find anything through any other avenue. I started in Woodland, California, ended in Soledad, California, did 8 deliveries with Roadie for a total of $220.03 in payout plus a $10 tip. Then I got a delivery of trusses that was through U-Ship. They went from Las Vegas, Nevada to Des Moines, Iowa, and that was about 1,425 miles loaded for $1,496.80. The last pickup of the week was a sink in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It came to Michigan. I haven't dropped it off yet, but I have been paid in full, meaning that those numbers, $150, will be included in my summary for the 3 weeks. So here's that. I've done 14 deliveries in 3 weeks. Keep in mind, 8 of them happened within a 24-hour period through U-Ship, which obviously makes U-Ship very different than the other ways I'm going about the business. That represents 10,593 miles on the van since I started. And in payouts, I have received, including tips, $6,384.83. I'm going to round that to the nearest dollar when I go to my total pay. So up from $500 when I started, I have $2,955 now. I want to mention that is not what I have paid myself. I have not paid myself anything from the business yet, but what I have done, just so you know, as I go through these numbers, is I have paid for all of my expenses on the road out of what I've earned in payouts. So I have not put any of my personal money into the business besides the $500 I started it with, but I also have not pulled any money out. I have covered my expenses while operating the business. So in the upcoming weeks, this is a new year, first week of the new year, I plan to pay myself $200 a week for now. I hope that that will go up. It needs to go up $200. Well, it does not need to go up necessarily because I don't plan to make money only with this business. And I'm fine with being a very low paid business owner. As long as the business is carrying its own weight and being successful and it's worthwhile. But right now, this is just money that is sitting there for use only for the business, not for anything of my own personally. And it could increase or decrease very, very rapidly. What I see happening in the next week or so is that it may decrease rapidly as I start taking on the expenses of Jimmy Riggs LLC, which I have decided to buy out, kind of ironically, under my sole proprietorship. So my sole proprietorship will now own all of the assets coming in from Jimmy Riggs LLC, but it will also be responsible for all of the obligations, which are fairly significant at this point. So I gained a lot by making that decision. I gained a truck, a trailer, 2 trailers actually. I gained all of the business relationships, which is kind of actually the most significant part of the deal. I gained the account on U-Ship and all those things that I have started using in week 3, but I also took on a massive amount of business debt through Jimmy Riggs LLC. So whether or not that was a good decision may be yet to be seen. And sometimes whether or not something is a good decision is not really measurable because it plays in with all the other decisions that I make. So what I'm getting at is I think that the next week or so, and even the next maybe few weeks, are going to be really critical in the success or failure of this business, because now we're really playing ball. Like, it's no longer just the $800 van, $500, and whatever I make, whatever I lose with that. Now I've got a lot more to work with and a lot more to manage. And the question is whether I can make that leap successfully and really start bringing in much bigger numbers, or I don't make the leap successfully and this, approximately $3,000 dwindles extremely fast without without accomplishing anything. So stay tuned. This is just a little summary video. I have my longer videos if you want to watch them and see more details about the week and how it's gone. But this is where the numbers sit right now, and the next couple of weeks should be very, very interesting. So keep watching if you're interested. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.